13 best places to visit in Minnesota. Welcome to Minnesota. It might be on the map as its original name, but the state is commonly called the North Star State, the land of 10,000 lakes, and the state of hockey. All these names come from the stunning sights in Minnesota that have made the state a must-have on your travel itinerary through the region. From national parks and hikes to historical monuments, Minnesota has a lot to offer. So let's take a look at the best places to visit in Minnesota, whether you're there for a day, week, or month. Nisswa. If you want some peace from the happening city life of St. Paul, drive to Nisswa to spend some quality time with your family at the Nisswa Family Center. Or you can spend time at the Glacial Water Spa for a few hours of undistributed pure bliss, indulging in full-body scrubs and pedicures. When you find yourself in the beautiful city of Nisswa, you'll be surrounded by all sorts of water activities. Rent your boats from Dave's Sportland Rental and have a grand time with your family. If you prefer staying up in the air, go for the Brainerd Zipline Tour for a rush of adrenaline. Grand Marais. Start your visit to Minnesota by going to the picturesque harbor village of Grand Marais, located on Lake Superior. The town is filled with breathtaking scenery and beautiful quirks that are quintessential of an artsy community. If you only have a few hours, explore the Artist's Point, which is a peninsula in Grand Marais characterized by beautiful colors of water, the views of Lake Superior, and irregular rock formations. The place gets its name from the fact that painters gather here every day to capture the beautiful landscape with their brushes. While you're there, make sure to take pictures of the lighthouse, which is the highlight of Artist's Point. Built in 1922, the lighthouse guides boats into the harbor even today. If you get a little hungry, stop for lunch at Fisherman's Daughter, which is a restaurant offering locally caught whitefish, herring, and trout. Another cafe in the area is Angry Trout. It's quite popular for its outdoor dining, so make sure to get a table there while you're in town. St. Paul. Everyone has heard of Minneapolis, but what most people don't know is that it also has a twin, St. Paul. Minnesota State Capital. Home to the Minnesota State Capitol, St. Paul should be the next place on your itinerary. The Capitol looks breathtakingly beautiful at night, so don't miss it if you're staying overnight. The Capitol building is not just like any other Capitol building. It features a beautiful marble dome and a star in the lobby symbolizing Minnesota's motto, the Star of the North. Cathedral of St. Paul. Cathedral of St. Paul is the highest point in the city and the fourth tallest Catholic church in the States. Did you know John F. Kennedy used to attend Mass there? Well, you definitely have to go check out this beautiful century-old building for yourself. Given that the cathedral was built on a hill, no other building is allowed to stand higher than the cathedral in the city of St. Paul. It's a majestic piece of architecture that has gained national and worldly notoriety. To keep the kids entertained, take them to the Como Park Zoo Conservatory, which is filled with gorgeous plants and wildlife. Did we mention it's free? Since it's a family attraction, the kids will stay busy while you enjoy the more subtle parts of the conservatory. You'll spot different animals, including polar bears. Plus, there's an expansion project in action which will build homes for 2 octopuses, otters, and penguins. It might be done by the time you visit, so you're in for a lot of zoological experiences. To offer interaction with the animals, the zoo lets you feed the giraffes. Don't forget to make boomerangs and videos of the giraffes eating romaine lettuce out of your little one's hands. Gooseberry Falls. Another marvelous place for the adventurous souls to visit in Minnesota is Lake Country. It's a small town that allows you to reconnect with nature through different activities. From shipwrecks and lighthouses to beautiful lakes, there's everything you need to see at Lake Country. The most popular attraction in the area, hands down, is the Gooseberry Falls State Park. Here, you can camp, hike, or play in one of the many waterfalls in the area. Additionally, you can take a hiking trail up to the waterfalls and enjoy them up close. The Split Rock Lighthouse is a must-visit when you're in Lake Country. Sitting on Lake Superior, the lighthouse is an ode to the history of the place and absolutely gorgeous, to say the least. No matter what time of the year you visit, you'll manage to take beautiful pictures of the lighthouse on Lake Superior. A popular photo-taking spot in the area is the Palisade Head, where you'll find many photographers looking for just the right angles. Minneapolis. From museums and breweries to rooftop bars, Minneapolis has it all. Now, there are multiple ways to experience the city, especially if you have ample time on your hands. As there are more than 150 bike-sharing services, you can rent a bike and explore the area at your own pace. or you can sign up for one of the many self-guided tours across the Twin Cities. Minneapolis also has the Skyway, which spans over downtown, so you can explore the whole area from above without actually having to go outdoors. But that's not the only interesting thing about the city. Enjoy different forms of art at the Walker Art Center and get a panoramic view of the city from the Stone Arch Bridge, which is an architectural wonder. Stone Arch Bridge. The Stone Arch Bridge is one of our favorite places to take in the skyline, nature, and active life that Minneapolis has to offer. The bridge is a former railroad bridge crossing over the Mississippi River. Now it's a full pedestrian bridge featuring breathtaking views. We recommend checking out this attraction at sunset to get the most of the views. Speaking of the Mississippi River, why not explore it more than just a bridge? Hike the Mississippi River and the Great River Road. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, Minneapolis is a great place to visit for you. The city is filled with biking and hiking trails, particularly along the Mississippi River. Within the Mississippi River Gorge Regional Park, there are several hidden beaches that allow you to take in the river, and it's particularly beautiful to see the fall colors. Great River Road is a national scenic byway that runs from Minnesota along the Mississippi River for over 565 miles and features scenic views of the river in both urban and bluff-based landscapes. Minneapolis Institute of Art. Minnesota has attractions for people from all walks of life. So if you're an artist, you must visit the Minneapolis Institute of Art, which is visited by over 700,000 visitors every year. The Institute has over 89,000 artworks and many permanent exhibits that are free to be viewed by everyone. Plus, there are some temporary exhibits too, so you'll see something unique every time you visit. Besides American exhibits, the Minneapolis Institute of Art also has artifacts from the rest of the world, giving you a globally artistic experience. If your itinerary is flexible, head over to the Minnehaha Regional Park and take pictures with the Minnehaha Falls. Or you can just cycle at the park surrounded by the stunning waterfall. Tettegouche State Park. The Tettegouche State Park is situated on a stunningly mesmerizing landscape and overlooks the majestic Lake Superior, being one of the most beautiful sights in the whole state. If you prefer the outdoors over museums and malls, you'll fall in love with this place since it's heaven for adventurous souls. Regardless of the season you travel in, the state park is beautiful and filled with tons of things to do, from skiing and snowboarding to snapping photos of the High Falls. Located on the Pigeon River, the High Falls has a partial boundary with Canada. If you want to get a bird's-eye view of the park, walk up to the Palisade Head Historical Marker. You'll be in awe of your surroundings. For more information about the park, get in touch with the Visitor Center when you arrive. Travelers who plan on spending a long time at the park can also camp there. There are plenty of campgrounds, including the Tettegouche Camp Cabins and Lake Superior Card Inn. Besides bringing you peace of mind, the park's star-filled sky will make your nights a sight to remember. Lutsen Mountain. If you think the mountains are boring, the Lutsen Mountain will change your mind. The highlighting feature of the mountain is the tram that offers beautiful views of the rugged Sawtooth Mountains. You can take a breathtaking ride in this aerial gondola, which is 1,000 feet above the beautiful Lake Superior. The tram stops at the Lutsen Mountain Summit Chalet, where you can take pictures, relax, or have something to eat. Since the chalet is also a popular wedding spot, you might spot someone getting hitched there. Or you can propose to your significant other on the mountaintop since there's live music, beautiful views, and dining. It's everything to make your proposal a success. In winter, the Lutsen Mountains get up to 10 feet of snowfall, and the peaks covered in a white blanket of snow make perfect backgrounds for pictures. If you have some extra time to kill, go to the Cascade River State Park and go for a hike up the Lake Superior Trail or the North Shore State Trail. The park also has campsites for travelers who might want to stay overnight. Lanesboro. If the mountains and the water bodies start getting too much for you, head over to the quaint little town called Lanesboro. A popular attraction in the area is the Lanesboro History Museum, which showcases elements from Norwegian culture, local history, and farm tools. Plus, there's a scavenger hunt for kids to keep them occupied while you enjoy the multiple cultural exhibits at the museum. Lanesboro is also home to the Root River State Trail, which is perfect for cross-country skiing. If you want to enjoy the best views of the area, take the trails going from Eisenhower's Junction to Preston. Or you can rent a bike and cover the 42-mile trail going through Root River Valley. Although the rolling hills will give your legs a hard time, the views will pleasantly soothe your eyes, making the bike ride worthwhile. The path also covers historic buildings and small villages, giving an insight into how the region developed to become what it is today. Lutsen Resort. To make your stay even more luxurious, spend your day at the Lutsen Resort. All activities at the resort are complimentary for guests, except summer charter fishing and massages. Moreover, the resort provides equipment for fun activities. If you want to enjoy a day indoors, go for a spa treatment and sit by the bonfire listening to live music. But if you'd rather go outside, sign up for the fly fishing introduction course or go on naturalist programs offered by the resort. Hikers will be overjoyed to know that the resort also offers guided hikes and waterfall tours. If you like to be close to water, go sea kayaking and get your feet wet in Lake Superior. Since the resort has a kids camp and the Sea Villa playground, you don't have to worry about the little ones while you do big people fun stuff. Speaking of big people stuff, there's also a 9-hole golf course where you can spend the day with family. Needless to say, the Lutsen Resort has something for everyone in the family, so you'll definitely have the time of your life. Duluth. Although there are 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, some are arguably prettier than others, and Duluth is home to many of them. Over one of these lakes is Duluth's popular aerial bridge that is more than 100 years old. It operates the whole day long, taking cargo ships and tour excursions from one side to the other. Let's give you a tip. Go there before sunset and snap an Insta-worthy picture of the bridge just when it lifts up. Meanwhile, hikers will have the time of their lives at Split Mountain, which has many biking and hiking trails for all seasons. If you don't want to get out of your car, take the drive along the Skyline Parkway. It's a 20-mile drive bordered by the natural beauty of the region. Or you can drive even further up to the North Shore Scenic Drive, which spans 142 miles and takes you through the Sawtooth Mountains and Lake Superior. While you're in Duluth, don't forget to visit the Rose Garden and walk among beautiful flowers or sit on one of the benches to be captivated by the garden's beauty. Rochester. After Minneapolis and St. Paul, Rochester is the third largest city in the state. It's home to the famous Mayo Clinic and has a ton of other attractions ranging from the Mayo Wood Mansion to the Quarry Hill Nature Center. Start your trip by going to the Rochester Art Center, which is home to artworks from international artists and cultural exhibits showing the local history. Meanwhile, if you're in the mood for shopping, go to the Rochester Peace Plaza. It features a network of underground walkways, fashionable shops, and fine dining. Since the plaza is climate controlled, you'll be pretty cozy inside in winter. But if you're looking for a full family fun experience, go to the Quarry Hill Nature Center. It has a pond for kids, hiking trails for adventure lovers, and historical sandstone caves for curious travelers. With that, we've come to the end of our list of the best places to visit in Minnesota. All these places are definitely worth a visit, so plan your itinerary accordingly. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.